Welcome to Rapid Hub here. We get very information, please like and subscribe to motivate me. Today topic, the power of compounding. How to turn pennies into millions. Video is very interested, so watch the full video. Thanks. Now start the video. Imagine this. Two friends, Alex and Jake, each decide to invest. Alex starts at 20, putting away just $200 a month. Jake waits until he's 30, but doubles his contribution to $400 a month. By the time they hit 60, who do you think has more money? Take a wild guess. The answer will shock you. Alex, despite investing half as much per month, ends up with twice as much wealth as Jake. How? The magic of compounding. And here's the thing. Most people never take advantage of this power. They waste years waiting for the right time, while the clock is silently stealing their potential millions. In today's video, I'll show you how to harness compounding to build massive wealth, effortlessly. Stay until the end, because I'll share one deadly mistake that can kill your financial future. Let's dive in. The setup, understanding the power of compounding. So, what is compounding? Here's the simplest definition. Your money makes money. Then that money makes more money. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. At first it's tiny, but over time, it grows into an unstoppable force. Think of Warren Buffett, one of the richest people alive. Guess how much of his $100+ billion net worth he made after turning 60? Pause. Over 90%. Because he let time and compounding do the heavy lifting. Now, let's bring it home. If you invest just $10 a day starting at 20, assuming a 10% annual return, by 60, you'll have $2.3 million. But if you wait until 30, that number drops to less than $900,000. That's over $1 million difference for waiting just 10 years. And before you say, but I don't have extra money to invest, let's be real. You probably spend more than that on lattes, subscriptions, or impulse Amazon buys. So, the real question isn't, can you invest? It's, will you? But compounding isn't just about investing. It applies to skills, habits, and even relationships. Imagine learning a high-income skill like coding, marketing, or sales. If you put in just an hour a day, by the end of the year, you've accumulated 365 hours of expertise. Keep that up for 5 years, and suddenly you're world-class. But wait too long, and you'll always be stuck playing catch-up. Here's where it gets scary. Most people never start. They think, I'll start when I make more money. Newsflash, you won't. The market is too risky right now, but they keep buying lottery tickets. I'll invest next year. Then 5 years pass, and they're still waiting. This hesitation is costing them millions. Every year you wait, the price of procrastination rises exponentially. Let's put it in perspective. Imagine your best friend gets on a train at 20, heading toward Wealth City. You decide to sleep in and catch the next one at 30. The problem? That next train never arrives. Or if it does, it's painfully slow. This is where most people give up. But not you. Because now you understand the cost of waiting. And to drive this home, let's look at a famous investor who made one huge mistake that cost him billions. Stay with me. The great Albert Einstein once called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. But here's a little-known fact. One of his colleagues, who was equally brilliant, ignored his own advice. He had access to early stock investments in major companies, but hesitated, always waiting for the perfect moment. By the time he finally invested, he had lost out on hundreds of millions. The lesson? Waiting kills wealth. Now, let's talk about fear. Fear stops most people from taking action. What if I lose money? What if the market crashes? What if I invest at the wrong time? But here's the irony. Not investing is actually the riskiest move of all, because inflation is silently eating away at your money while you wait. If you had $10,000 in 1990, it could buy you way more than it can today. That's because inflation is a wealth killer. Every year, your money loses value just sitting in a savings account. Investing is how you fight back. Meet Ronald Reed, an ordinary janitor. Lived modestly, drove an old car, and yet, when he passed, he left behind $8 million. How? He simply invested small amounts consistently and let compounding do its thing. Now, contrast that with Richard Fosconi, a former Wall Street executive who made millions, but spent recklessly. When the 2008 crash hit, he lost everything. The takeaway? You don't need a high income to build wealth. You just need discipline and time. So, how do you start today? Here's your action plan. Start now. Even if it's just $5 a day, start immediately. Invest in index funds. Low cost, diversified, and proven long-term winners. Automate it. Set it and forget it. Your future self will thank you. Stay consistent. Don't panic during market dips. That's when the best investors stay put. Increase your investments. Over time, as your income grows, increase your contributions. But before you go, remember that one deadly mistake I mentioned? It's this: pulling out your investments too soon. Compounding works best when left alone. Interrupt it, and you kill your gains. Imagine baking a cake. You put it in the oven and check it every 2 minutes, constantly opening the door. What happens? It never rises properly. That's exactly what happens when you interrupt compounding. Want to see real-life case studies of people who mastered compounding and turned small investments into millions? Click this next video on my channel to learn how to apply these strategies in your life. Your future self is already waiting for you. The only question is, will you take action today?